no matter what's going on right now, remember to do this. Live your story. It's probably one of the most important things that you can do right now because someone else out there is ready to read it when the time comes. Sit back, relax, get ready for Weekly Wisdom. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another Weekly Wisdom with your boy Sean John. So as I said, live your story. So, I think about a lot that is going on in my life, or a lot that is getting ready to come about. And I really have been, trying to better understand and focus on the need to live my story. Because it truly is something that if I focus on that and I do things along this journey correctly, if I, do things in this journey focused on within the realm of the value system, the belief system that I subscribe to, then, ultimately, truly, I will live a very fulfilled life. So, a couple of things, though, that I've been thinking about with this has been, my niece and nephew, some of y'all have heard me talk about them before, but my oldest niece and nephew recently, both got accepted to colleges they applied to. And when I think about, the schools that they both applied to, for me, and thinking about their entire lives that they've lived thus far, and, thinking about how they've seen me go off to college, how they have friends or other people they know they've gone off. I think about, oh man, I may have envisioned that they were going to go off to these, big schools and do everything in that way. But when I look at the schools that they got accepted to, I also had to sit back and look at the excitement that they had to get accepted to those schools and to, possibly attend, those schools. And it just made me think this is their story. And where I fit in, where my story interconnects with their story is me celebrating them, me being excited, for them and, the journey that they are on and that they are, ready to continue to move forward in. But then I also think about, recently, my wife and I had a virtual baby shower with both sides of our family together. And, we've been living in this pandemic, this panorama, this pantomime, this, pan whatever. Everybody's been, calling it their own thing with, COVID-19. And, we are having a pregnancy in the middle of a pandemic, and we're gonna birth a child in the middle of a pandemic, and we've lost children in the middle of a pandemic. We lost children in the middle of so much. And at the end of the day, I think what has been the blessing for us is when we have just continued to live our story, and ultimately we've been a blessing to other people. And we've gotten to this point now where yes, it's not the most ideal thing where we want to be able to, celebrate this through a virtual baby shower, but we get to have this celebration after so much pain and strife and just this test and trials. And so we just have to realize, like, this is the way the story is being written. And so let us just live our story. So what's going on with you right now where you ultimately need to better understand how to live your story? I encourage you to, talk to those around you and see how you normally react. I encourage you to, subscribe to your belief system, like truly just better understand what it means for you to live your story. Because I said earlier, like, you living your story is ultimately going to help someone else, because you are a book that somebody one day is going to pick up. That there are people right now ready to read the next chapter because they are seeing what's going on and they want to better understand how to navigate it. Even though they're still going to live their story, it's still good sometimes to see how things have come about for people who live through similar experiences. And so when it's all said and done, just make sure that you do what you need to do to just live your story and live it well. So when you get to the end, you can know that you've lived a well-fulfilled life.